the misplacement of funds while he was in office. Now, let's talk about the signed contracts that he claimed he was unaware about while in office.
I think we better brace ourselves to live with our other brother, corruption.
Passport. But still in business, we go over to Uganda Wildlife Authority. Now we all know the incidents that happened a couple of weeks ago where we lost 2 tourists at Queen Elizabeth National Park over an attack with purportedly the ADF, but we cannot guarantee that as far as we're concerned. Well, it was an attack. ADF or not ADF, it was an attack, and we lost 2 tourists. Now we know the government is also trying to make sure that these tourists' families are paid back. But of course, the Uganda Wildlife Authority is looking into all the measures of making sure that they improve on the security within the wildlife parks. Now, this story is extracted from the New Vision, so you can go ahead and pick up a copy or maybe go through it with me. So drones have been deployed in national game parks around the country to ensure safety. The Uganda Wildlife Authority has boosted the comprehensive surveillance within national parks in the country through the deployment of unmanned aerial vehicles. Now, those are commonly known as drones. The cameras, which have also been deployed at Queen Elizabeth National Park, are intended to establish elements that may stealthily enter the parks to cause mayhem. Now, as far as we are concerned, some people have already been caught misplaced. Abali bayingira nga tebakozeseza rules zebalina kukozesa nga bayingira mu Queen Elizabeth National Park have already been evicted. Now, this means that, of course, not just attacks like the ADF attack that happened recently is going to be put to a stop. Let's not forget about the fact that now the UPDF is looking into more security within the borderlines of Uganda at every angle. This is also one of the ways that Uganda Wildlife Authority in improving the security within national parks around the country. Now, as we speak right now, there are about 8 drones that have been placed in different national parks within the country. And as we speak also, we are also hearing testimonies from particular tourists that come and say they feel safe now that there are drones hovering around the national parks and they are not expected to feel any way unsafe.
I heard something, Namali, people from Kasese, especially hotel managers, motels, those, accommodation, they're decrying that most of the tourists that had planned to come, they're canceling because of what really happened recently, that attack on the tourists. So but that insecurity is really posing great threat to tourism. So they're like, man, we are going to lose on business. Now, of course, we talked about last time that these are some of the festive seasons where you are seeing very many tourists from different countries, relocating from their country, coming for a temporal visit and, holiday, because it's going to be cats and dogs. We're talking about winters, strong winters in the west. So they're like, let's go to Uganda, let's go to Africa. But now what is happening because of that recent attack, that recent incident, it is threatening, according to
there's an annual festival we always have in Uganda that I think you all know that happens in Jinja every other year. So this year I realized that I was struggling with accepting that shall we get the exact number of tourists that we usually get every year when it comes to this particular festival, because it's one of the biggest festivals that we have in the country, and also this festival attracts a lot of tourists. Now, worry no more, Chintu, because as we speak right now, every hotel in Jinja district has been booked. 80% of the hotels in Kampala are booked. Every hotel in Iganga district is booked. Every hotel in Mbale district is booked. Tourists are coming in. Uganda is safe. So we had an incidence of an attack in Kasese region, and this is because of the ADF on and off that has been going on in the past couple of days. But that does not mean we can totally say the country is unsafe. So yes, tourists are coming in. All hotels, literally all hotels. Getting a hotel right now in Kampala is so hard, unless you're going to have to go to as far as Mbara, which would be quite difficult for a tourist to commit all the way from Mbara on a daily to go to Jinja.
Unless if they were, the other time we talked about if we are to revamp tourism in Western region, even other regions, we need to have these flights that can go, chartered planes. We need airstrips all over the different particular regions. Maybe in Kasese, and they just get a charter plane to Jinja if they were there. But since they're not there, I think the greatest beneficiaries are Eastern and people from Eastern Central and Northern there. The hotels.
Of course. So yes, you can go ahead and also go visit as we get into the December holiday. Let us embrace local tourism, domestic tourism. Pick up a place, go have fun with your family. Uganda has a lot of amazing destinations that you can have yourself spend your Christmas festival with your loved ones. But is there anything else you have?
Yes, maybe the other thing would be that because Christmas is a season to give, to love, we also anytime from now, I don't know, maybe this show, yes, if this being your first time, this is the morning show, and Assassine is my name with Genesis Namale, so you have to be watching, know the presenters, know the program, know the segment, know what they do, because Santa Claus with a gift, the man is having a huge bag packed with gifts. He might knock in here anytime, and guess what, if he asks the questions, you answer it right, what? That guy can't wait. Those things happen.
Well, that's what we had in business today. We're glad you've been part of the show. We're going to take a short break, but when we're back, we'll be showing you some of the amazing destinations that you can look out to just in case you intend to have that said December vacation with you, your family, or loved ones.
You're watching Healthy Morning. We'll be right back after the break.